Hello everyone, welcome to my first Tune of the Week tutorial. I'm going to be taking some of the tunes that I've picked up over the past couple of years that I know there's not a tutorial existing on YouTube for that tune, and creating some tutorials for y'all so you can learn some of these tunes as well. I'm going to be doing the basic versions of the tune here, and then I'll be doing some more advanced versions with some ornaments and bowings and some of those other tricks over on my Buy Me a Coffee page. This first tune that we're going to do this week is the Loggieville Two-Step. This is coming from Matilda Murdoch out of New Brunswick, and it's a great tune and not terribly hard to play either, so I think it's one you're going to enjoy. If you know your D major scale and arpeggio, then you are going to be set to go to play this tune. Most of it is built off of right out of those scales and arpeggios. So let's just review quickly our D major scale, make sure that we have all of that. We have our D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Okay, so play it up and down. So that's our D major scale, and then the D major arpeggio consists of the notes D, F sharp, A, and then we'll keep those going. So the basic version of your arpeggio would be D, up to F sharp, up to A, up to D, and then come back down. But what would be very helpful for this tune is to go over all of the notes of the D arpeggio wherever they occur on the violin. So our lowest one that we have is A, then we have our D, F sharp, A, D. We can go up to F sharp and up to A. Back down. Okay, so explore all of those notes of that D major arpeggio. It's going to make playing every bit of this tune a lot easier. So let's start with the first phrase. The first phrase is going to be straight out of our D arpeggio. We're going to start on A, and then we're going to walk up those notes. A, D, F sharp. Okay, so then we'll repeat that F sharp 2 times. And then our next note is A. Okay, then we're going to keep going with the arpeggio. So let's break that down. So we already have, then we're going to jump back down to D, and then up to F sharp, A. So what's happening is we have the notes of our D major arpeggio with this rhythm, ba, 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 ba. And then we have repeated notes going up. Repeated notes go up, then we go down to D, repeated notes, go up to the next note of the arpeggio, then the next note down would be A, repeated notes, up to the D, and then ending on the next note down in the arpeggio, which is F sharp. Okay, so listen to that whole first phrase one more time, then we'll play it together. Let's do that together. In the next phrase, we're going to move from using a lot of arpeggios to using more scales. So we just ended. Then we walk down the scale. Okay, so we walk down from the F sharp, we walk up to the G, and then down to the D. And then we walk back up. So listen to that all together. Okay, starting on that G note, walking down, then walking back up. And then we walk back down, back up to F sharp, down. Okay, listen to that all together. Try that with me, starting on G, ready, go. Okay, so all of that's just stepping right up and down our D scale, and not even just the D scale, but just the first 5 notes of the D scale. All right, then the next phrase you have already learned. Okay, all of that is exactly the same as the first phrase. So let's go on to the last phrase. It starts the same as the second phrase. Okay, exactly the same, right? We started on the G note, walk down to open D, walk ourselves back up to G. But this time we're going to keep going up and finish the scale. Okay, so let's try that whole last phrase together. Ready, go. Up the scale. Great. Listen to that whole A part, and then I want you to try it with me. Here we go. Let's go into the B part. B part is a little bit trickier. It's not quite as straightforward with the arpeggios and scales, but I know you can do it. So we're going to start on that lowest note of our D arpeggio that's available to us, our A. And we're going to play A, B, D. Okay, so that's that first bit. So we have A, B, D. Okay, so once we go from A, B, D, then we do a little bit of a scale work, and then an arpeggio. Okay, A, B, D, scale, arpeggio. Okay, let's do that one more time. Ready, go. Then we're going to keep that arpeggio going up to F sharp, and now we're back to scale. Okay, F sharp, E, F sharp, G, A, just walking down and up the scale. Let's put all that together. Ready, go. Then we do some arpeggio. Okay, A up to D, then back down to C sharp. Okay, so there we have a little bit of scale work and some skipping around. A, D, C sharp, walking down to a G, then stepping down, step up, skip up to B, A, F sharp. This is probably the trickiest part of the whole tune. Listen to it again. All right, do that with me. Ready, go. Okay, and then to get us back into the next phrase, we just ended. So we're going to do a little downward D arpeggio, and then it is like the beginning of the B part. So downward D arpeggio, pickups. All of that should be very familiar. That is exactly like the first phrase of the B part. No changes at all. Then we get to go back into some scale work for the end. Okay, we do that A up to D thing again. And then we walk around and walk the scale all the way down to the bottom. Try that with me, starting with open A up to third finger. Ready, go. All right, let's listen to that whole B part and see if we have that. All right, try that with me. Ready, go. And there you go. Those are the basic notes for the Loggieville Two-Step in the key of D by Matilda Murdoch. I hope you enjoyed learning this tune with me. If you would like to go into an advanced tutorial where we can go into adding in some extra notes, some bowings, all of that kind of thing, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can learn how to get access to those tutorials as well. Thank you for learning this tune with me, and I hope you enjoy playing it.